Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I know that we are firmly in spring right now and fall and winter are so far away and I don't even want to think about the cold weather right now. But I was browsing Dior's website and I noticed they started releasing their fall winter collection, and I was browsing what was available so far because they do kind of have items trickling in as the months pass. So I was looking at what was already available for purchase right now, and honestly, I am not impressed with like 95% of it. And I also took a look at the purse forum. They have this thread on there that talks about what is going to be available for that collection. There's a bunch of photos over there. And yeah, I was pretty disappointed. And I don't usually do videos, giving my opinions on collections that are out or future collections. But yeah, I feel so strongly about this collection in a negative way that I just wanted to get my thoughts and opinions out there. And I feel like recently I've been kind of like really indifferent to Dior. I used to really like them, but I feel like the path they're going down in regards to design and whatnot is just, it's not really speaking to me. And I would love to know what you guys think. Do you feel the same way as me, or do you love the brand more now as opposed to previously? Let me know in the comments down below and let's get into this video. So I'm looking at the Dior website, and the way that they describe the fall 2021 collection, it says hyper colorful, transparent, shiny, embroidered, and shining in silver creations from the fall 2021 women's collection by Maria Grazia Chiuri outline a new pop attitude with a sportswear spirit. Now, just from that description alone, I already know that this collection is not for me. It's probably not marketed to me anyways. I mean, just the last two words, which say sportswear spirit, that is a complete 180 from my style. So I guess let's talk about the 5% that I actually think looks nice. Now, I do have a soft spot for Dior's Toile de Jouy pattern. I think it is so stunning and I love how intricate it looks. And I do have a book tote in that pattern. And for this collection, they decided to do it in a sort of reverse Toile de Jouy pattern. So instead of it having like a lighter color background with the pattern in a darker color, this time they decided to do a darker color background with a lighter colored embroidery design. And it actually looks really, really nice. One of the things that kind of bothers me about my book tote is it's really only usable in the summer, and I don't really ever use it in the winter time. So if I had all the money in the world, I would get the reverse Toile de Jouy pattern so I could use it for the other half of the year. But $3,250 for one of those book totes. The one that I'm quoting the price for right now is actually the larger size, not the small book tote. But that's a lot of money, and I know for sure that I would never buy a second book tote. It's just not worth it to me to have multiples of those. So they have a bunch of stuff in the reverse Toile de Jouy pattern. There's their espadrilles, they have a skirt, they also have the Lady d-lite bag, which I'm not a big fan of that bag whatsoever. Actually, I shouldn't even say a big fan. I'm just not a fan of that bag. I don't think the Lady Dior should be messed with and turned into such a casual canvas bag. I don't think it makes sense. But they did this Toile de Jouy pattern in the reverse embroidery in this kind of navy color, and they have it in a gray color too. And that's kind of the extent of what I like from this collection. That's actually kind of ridiculous if you think about it. So all the things that I don't like about this collection, and the first thing is the leopard print. Yes, leopard print is kind of a neutral, but I mean, it seems like Dior is about 2 years late to this trend. Maybe in 2019, leopard print was all the rage and whatnot. I don't think it's ever really truly out of style, but I don't think that they should be highlighting it in their collection right now of all times. And yeah, some of this is just super duper tacky in my opinion. They have this kind of like raincoat looking thing that's completely leopard print. If you want to blend in the jungle, then sure, I mean, go for it. But aside from that, I just think it's really, really tacky. And then they also have this kind of like I love Paris or Dior Paris line. And there's this stuff that is full of tiny little hearts, and ooh, that just looks really cheap to me. I just think that there's no creativity to that whatsoever. That's the type of stuff that you would find at a gift shop somewhere. And to really drive that point home, there even is a few items that say Dior Paris on it. So it's the J apostrophe and then a red heart and then it says Paris. And that reminds me of those I Love New York shirts that you get as a tourist. And those cost maybe $5. I don't know. Maybe with inflation, it's like $10, $15 now. You can get a shirt that says I Love New York for $15 maximum. And it's not often that a designer, a luxury designer, decides to do a knockoff of a $5 item. I mean, I don't even think they're doing it better than, you know, that I Love New York t-shirt or whatever souvenirs that you could get all over New York City. I mean, I'm sure I've had something like that before, and I feel like they probably also do something similar for other cities, other well-known cities also. Why did they bother doing that? I have no idea. And it just, I don't know, it's it's so tacky. I can't understand why. And then they have this kind of dinosaur theme thing. There's this pair of their tribal earrings. Basically, it's these fire-breathing T-Rexes, and oh my gosh, it's like a kid's arts and crafts project right there. I mean, I think my niece could probably make something like that, and it would be a really nice gift from her, but would I pay, how much is this? $790 for a pair of these dinosaur earrings? Oh my gosh, I don't think I could pay even $100 for something like that. So this is just like so ridiculous. First impression, I think my mouth was probably hanging wide open, but now that I'm talking about it, it's funny to me. It actually is really funny to me. And then they also decided to get on the dad sandal bandwagon. Yeah, it probably makes sense from a profitability point of view because, you know, for example, the Chanel dad sandals is selling so well and Dior probably wants part of the market share. So it probably makes sense for them from a business point of view, but honestly, it is one of the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. And that's actually saying a lot because designers can make the ugliest looking things that I can't even imagine in my nightmares. And they also decided to do a leopard print version of these dad sandals. And oh my gosh, who would wear that? Who would leave their house wearing that? If you wanted a pair of comfortable orthopedic sandals to wear at home, then yeah, $1,190 can get you a leopard print pair, but I don't think it's worth the money, and I don't think it's fashionable in my opinion, but hey, what do I know, right? So that's all that I want to comment on from what's available on their website. That's kind of like the worst of the worst. So now jumping over to the photos on the purse forum. By the way, I'll leave a link to the collection on Dior's website as well as to this thread on the purse forum for you guys to look at more photos and whatnot if you want to. So a while ago, Dior released their Carol bag, and I'm the type of person that if you name something after me, well, not directly after me, but if it's, you know, my name, I would be highly likely to get it. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that bag, and they made it even worse for this fall collection because they have a few that are in this sort of I can only describe it as like a crochet type of pattern. I don't know. It looks like something that your grandma might have knitted, and the bottom of it has this like scallop detail on it, and I don't know. I think kind of would make me look like a homeless person if I carried that, and I'm sure it's not cheap. So I don't know. I don't think it's a good purchase. There is a few bags. There is some of the Bobby bag as well as the Lady Dior that's going to be in an all black type of design. So like sort of like the So Black things from Chanel. So there's like this kind of, I don't know, is it going to be real crocodile or is it just like a croc print type thing? There's something in that. There's like a black patent. There's something that's in sort of like, I assume, a grain calfskin. So okay, that's actually kind of nice. And then they have this T-Rex print book tote, and that's something that Coach already does. I don't know why Dior thought that they should be putting T-Rexes on their items too. Does the ones from Coach sell really well or something like that? I don't know. Most of these, I wouldn't even use it if it was free. So I don't think this collection is even remotely good whatsoever. As a whole, I'm commenting on it as a whole. I mean, like, yeah, there's like the black, all black items. That's pretty nice. And then there's the reverse embroidery Toile de Dree pattern. That's also pretty nice. But this is just really disappointing. And honestly, like I mentioned, I don't really feel myself wanting to spend money at Dior recently. There is two items that I kind of have on my wish list from Dior. I have the mini Lady Dior on my wish list. That's kind of like something that, like, if I see it in a color that I like, then I'll get it. And then the second thing on my wish list is their extra small Rose de Vence necklace. And that one, I'm pretty sure I will eventually get. But aside from that, you know, those are definitely like the most classic items from Dior. I don't think, you know, like a brand would be sustainable if people don't really like any of their newer designs and they're only going for the classics. I mean, like, for example, how many Lady Dior bags can you possibly buy? And I know that their current creative director has kind of successfully marketed Dior to the general public and like to the masses, but is that because of the greatness of the designs and how popular the designs are, or is it just clever influencer marketing? I kind of think it might be the latter, and if, you know, like big influencers were not gifted these items and weren't talking about it, then Dior would kind of fade away, kind of, in my opinion at least. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with me, disagree with me? What have you liked from Dior's new releases recently? Do you think that they are really killing it with their new designs, or are you disappointed like I am? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe let me know if you would like me to do more of these videos where I just give my thoughts on, you know, new collections and whatnot. I would definitely be open to doing more of these if you guys are interested. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing for new videos every single week, and I'll leave 2 videos on the screen for you to watch next. So I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.